Hero, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine. And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us. That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is, find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself, but we have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole situation would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it.
Jeez.
Getting cheered up by boys isn't like me at all. Damn. She hates men. She a strong white woman that lives in Japan that looks extremely white with freckles. When have you seen an Asian with freckles? Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to anyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. She took a picture, right?
Hey.
Photos, the one I took just before the blackout, remember? Say cheese. Can we see the picture? Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really, please. Alright, let's see what's looking awkward here. That dude really needs to use the bathroom. We got that glass, that OJ. Byakuya's is not in the picture. This is before, right? That's one picture, though. Damn, why is he standing right next to the AC, though? My homie's that far away. He's right next to the AC. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe the AC has something to do with it. Yo, you know what happened? He was fucking with the AC. He was making it hot and cold, right? And then dude had a heart attack, and then he stabbed him. No, I'm just playing. I don't think. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. There's another picture in this one. Byakuya is all the way to the left. All the way, damn! How did they drag his body all the way to the right? All the way to the damn other side. Alright, there's the sake bottle. There she is. How did she trip? I don't know. But you know what probably happened? Byakuya like kinda fell on the ground and kinda pulled her down or something? And then somebody dragged his body under the table? But if that was the case, wouldn't it be blood marks? He's missing his earring still, I believe. Huh. I'm going to actually take a picture of this picture. For later references. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Something wrong? I didn't realize it until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Look at his body under the table with that lamp on top of it. The one underneath the monitor. Byakuya was standing along the wall furthest away from that table. That's right, that's pretty far. There's something. Everyone's standing position before the blackout may have been a huge clue. Unless someone moved like a table or some shit. You approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? I was thinking the same thing. And it'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I think it would. I don't know yet, but I feel like it could. Hey, shut up! Stop taking my words!
Leave it to me.
Then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that's decided.
You better do your best.
Damn, you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around? Get to work. You gotta make this money. This baby ain't gonna freaking supply itself. You better go out there and make that money so you can buy these Pampers, buy this food for the baby.
Do you understand?
I didn't marry a broke nigga. Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but damn. It's good she's all fired up now, but she's totally different person now than she was feeling down. Damn, being super bossy. Let's talk to Gudan, aka Gundam. This baby ain't gonna feed itself. Hellhound earring. Is that on his wrist?
Impossible.
Is this effort futile as well? Are you looking for the earring you dropped?
You.
It's the Hellhound earring. Long ago in the faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all. Well, this is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields. In its drenched blood, red fur, blah blah blah. And when I finally tamed the diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver.
Yeah, the Hellhound earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled the fearsome. Wow, this dude's fighting Cerberus? Is that really about a friggin' Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now, we need to investigate, bruh.
I won't let you.
Dude, maybe it fell underneath the floor. The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. But that's what transpired. Such a clever little bobble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked towards the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor. He peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it.
Here it is. There might be another clue under there too. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me ask.
How do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should just give up.
What?
Give up? What the world? I meant give up the earring.
You.
Have you not realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourself in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die.
But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded?
Fine.
It was foolish for me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants the earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspired. But it'd be nice if he actually helped with the investigation. Gaps in the floorboard. Did someone somehow get beneath the floorboard and literally stab Byakuya through the floorboard? Well, someone went through the case. Last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? A plastic case, but it's just the case. The inside is empty. I wonder what's inside. What was inside? The only thing that catches my attention is, you know what was inside that? The damn glasses, the goggles. Small key. It must be the key to the other case. The other case was in the office, and all the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapon inside the damn durability case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. What about that skewer? The skewer, homie! The skewer! Why did Byakuya have this case in the first place? He had freaking night goggles. Case back with all the security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. I wonder if we gotta take care of this damn pet. Yeah, we do. Oh man, get this poop off of here. How am I supposed to level up this damn snake? To the hope. I want to make it hopey. You know, make it full of hope. I don't want to make it a despair snake. Nothing out of the ordinary. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't really imagine these are related to the incident. AC remote control. A remote controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner. Could it be? Why can't you all act a little more grown up? What was that sound just now? The air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner is remote control. His timer is set to 11:30 p.m. And he died at 11:30 p.m. Pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. If so, that means the mechanical sound before the blackout probably came from the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Alright, 11:30, 86 has been added to the truth bullets. So that caused the power to go out? It used up a lot of electricity, I guess. Under this very table Byakuya was. First I should investigate the top of the table. Though, the only thing on the top of the table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it! Gotta do it! I was sponsored by Nike for a reason! I just gotta do it! Immediately I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron hanging in the air. And during the stinging pain in the back of my head, or the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze toward Byakuya's body. Byakuya's Tagami, the ultimate affluent protagonist. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth beyond his death. What is that? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is that duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. In the dim light beneath the table, is that like a nightstick? Like a glow stick, kinda? Glowing paint? What the hell are you gonna do with glowing paint? A bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of the old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in the Duralumin case. I don't know how to say that, but I'm gonna say Duralumin. It's possible they stole this knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. There's one more thing about this knife that's strange. It has like glowing paint on it. Some kind of paint has been applied to the hilt. It's the dim light beneath the table. It seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? The knife has been added to the truth bullet section. Night vision goggles. What is this? Looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars under the table? Maybe Byakuya had those.
Perhaps.
Night vision goggles. I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. And if that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Night vision goggles has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Let's look at his body. The blood stain. Blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The inner. Huh? He was killed under the table? He was killed under the table. Because he couldn't have been killed anywhere else because there's no blood stains anywhere else. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. This is interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. What else should we should check his body, right? If he was in the middle of attempting something, it looks like he was. According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us do something so horrible? I'm sure I'm pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say here together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. We've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy, isn't that right? But yeah, boy. Well, if we're going together, let's go on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just a dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. You're right. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
It's probably a fire door. A fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see. It's like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. It's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about the fire door.
I am ashamed.
I'm culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door. I can't really see the fire door being used right now. We need the other pieces to the puzzles. This is a kitchen, right? Old building kitchen. Who's in here? Were you in the kitchen during the blackout? The blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. Then I heard everyone's voices. So I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used the kitchen stove as a light?
No.
That's impossible. Let me guess, it's electric. A gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. So then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. His alibi, basically. The meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Well, guess that's about it.
What's a dish fit for a tropical island? I'd never be able to get meat like this in Ayama or Izubu. I get it. You don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? Ask Nikomara. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. His bare hands! It's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nikamaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in the country setting. I'm so jealous. The whole time he's near Aoyama and Hajibu. So wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know.
Man.
I guess this meat has gone the way since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only one who ate any food were Akane and Pico, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, the only 2 people actually tasted them. Only 2 people actually tasted them? It's not like I actually believed it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes. Anything else we can look at? Equipment list? Well, just from reading through this list, looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside, then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check? Maybe they were already in here before Byakuya.
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he performed the pat down. In that case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey.
I mean, they taped it under the table, right? It's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Kitchen equipment list has been added to the truth bullets. Nagito, let's get going.
You're right.
Nagito, let me into the storage room today, please.
Hey.
Let's try talking to everyone. It's definitely going to help us out. I'm going in this damn storage room, homie. He wouldn't let me in it the first time. There we go. The storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I can stay in here for a long time. Yeah, he said ... Okay. There's no way I can stay in here for a long time. But he's been in here before, though. You can stay in here for a long time, but that doesn't mean you stayed in here for a little bit. Well, wasn't there 4 irons? I thought there was 4 of these earlier. Why are there only 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? I feel like they plugged these in to pretty much try to overload the system to cause a blackout. To cause a blackout. Huh. Sinister. They plugged the electricity in, caused that blackout or whatever. So they used the AC, the iron, and probably we gotta go check out the freaking office too. Laundry hamper. It's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. This is a blood stain.
Huh?
Come here, take a closer look. It's too dark, I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a blood stain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
If that tablecloth has a blood stain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it's a blood stain. I don't know why you can't see it, homie, but it's right there. Stacked boxes. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone.
Yep.
A wise decision.
Hajime.
How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already. No, I'm gonna take my time. Oh, I get it, you're right. Nah, he ain't right.
Yep.
A wise decision, my ass. Dude, he is suspect number 1 in my books right now. Right next to Pico. Anything else we can check? The tablecloth. Some are missing. They haven't been used yet. Irons. We haven't talked to him yet. It pisses me off to know that I'm being watched by a lunatic. Alright. Apparently all 3 of them have been turned on. It definitely feels sinister and clearly looks suspicious. They did it to overload the freaking circuits. When too much electricity is being used, a freaking blackout occurred. My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. Are we sure we're not missing anything? I'm gonna check out the monitor too. I'm gonna come back here when freaking Nagato's not in here.